All right, Soumya. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, time to shine, time to sparkle. And this week, I'm going to be awesome. That's my Monday motivation. What's your Monday motivation, guys? Let me know in the chat. Hi, Virendra. Good morning. Vedanshi. I'm absolutely perfect, Virendra. Thank you so much. Hi, Anandaraj. You want to say something? Hi, Rishabh. So, guys, please let me know what's your Monday motivation. Jaspreet, good morning. Hi, Smith. I'm doing great, Ashutosh. Thank you. How about you? Yes, come on, tell me. Are you going to be focused this week? Are you going to be awesome like me? As I have said already, I'm going to be awesome this week. I'm going to stay focused and positive. What about you all? Yes, awesome. Great, Vedanshi. Am I audible, everyone? Positive. That's wonderful, Vedanshi. Yes, Jaspreet. Thank you, Nikhila. All right, Virendra. I have taken a day off today to prepare a little more for IELTS. That's great, Annum. Good. So that's your motivation for Monday. Good workout early morning. All right, Rathod. So that's going to keep you fit and fine, right? Great. All right. My all morning is Monday morning. Virendra, so sweet. So how's your preparation going on? How many of you have problem in writing? Okay, you have. All right. Great. So guys, it is often said that we learn from our mistakes, right? How many of you agree on that? Thank you, Rahul. It's so sweet to know that. All right. Yes, Vedanshi, you too? Yes. So how many of you believe that we learn from our mistakes? Okay, Venki? Okay. You believe that? All right, Rishabh? Okay, so you all believe that. But when it comes to take your IELTS exam, especially your writing exam, your writing module, mistakes are something which we do not want to make, okay? Because it's going to cost you. It will affect your band scores, right? So guys, we need to know what are the common mistakes that we make while, taking our writing module. And if you know your mistakes, half the battle is already won, because in this tutorial, guys, I'm going to show you 6 common mistakes that students make. Also, I'm going to help you to come up with certain techniques and strategies that will help you to avoid these mistakes. Okay, so you all need to stay till the end of this lesson, guys, because you're going to learn the common mistakes, also how to avoid these mistakes. And towards the end of this lesson, I'm going to give you certain tips and strategies which will help you to score high in your IELTS writing module. All right, guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please go and do that immediately. Right away, you need to do that, because we come up with all the important videos and lessons exclusively for you guys. So if you want to know all the lessons that we are coming up with, you need to subscribe to our channel, guys. Please do that immediately. And let's get started with the session, guys. But before that, those who do not know me, I am Rani Kaur, and as expert educator here at LeapScholar. So guys, in this 1 hour, you're going to learn from someone who has got 10+ years of experience in teaching and training both ESL and IELTS candidates. Okay, so being a CELTA certified trainer has actually helped me to understand all the approach that I need to take for my different age group students. Okay, and accordingly, I adopt all my techniques and strategies. And I'm really happy to say that the common score that my students get is a band 7, and not to mention band 8 and 8.5, right? So guys, if you also wish to crack your IELTS, ace your IELTS at your first attempt, please stay in the session. You will learn how yours truly is going to teach you, so that you have an idea, and accordingly you can enroll to our upcoming batches. All right, guys, so let's get started. So the first mistake that students often do while it comes to writing is making incorrect format. Okay, students, they do not know what is the proper structure of, let's say, task 1, task 2, and accordingly they make many mistakes. So before I tell you the correct format, can anyone tell me how many tasks you get to write in writing module? Yes, how many tasks you'll have to write? Is it Sri Mahalakshmi? All right, Shweta, you're correct. Yes, Asutosh, Kian, Vignesh, Love, correct. So we have to write 2 tasks. Yes. So task 1 and task 2, right? This is common for both academic as well as general candidates. Okay. So task 1, we have to write a report. This is for academic candidates. Okay. And for the general candidates, you all have to write a letter. Clear? That is the difference. Otherwise, task 2 is common for both the academic as well as general training students. You will have to write an essay. Okay. So you should know the correct format of writing these 2 tasks. Fine. Now, students, what they do not know how many paragraphs they have to write in task 1, task 2. They do not know what is when and where the examples are written, because students, they tend to write examples in a separate paragraph. All right. So this is the correct format, guys. Please have a look on the screen now. You can see task structure. Yes, this is for task 1. All right. This is for academic students. You're going to get report writing. You can see here task 1 structure. You need to write one introduction. However, this is a report writing, guys, so there is no introduction or conclusion. Just for the sake of your understanding, we say that it is introduction. However, there is no introduction. It is your opening paragraph. All right. So report writing is all about your opening paragraph, how you paraphrase your question here, how you include the data source here is all about your opening paragraph. Then overview is the next paragraph that you need to write. In the overview paragraph, you are going to include all the important relevant features. Okay. Can anyone tell me in the chat what are some of the task 1 type that you get? Yes. All right. Map. Yes, correct. Chart, flow chart. Do you get flow charts here? Okay. Yes, process writing. Yes, good. Pie chart, bar graph, bar diagram, table. Anandaraj, I will unmute you, don't worry. Bar graph. Yes, so these are some of the task 1, right? Now these are your report writing. So based on a visual representation, you have to write your data. Clear? Now overview, you do not have to include data here. You just mention the important relevant features, some of the important trends, some of the highest percentage, least percentage you have to include in your overview. Now, next is your body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, where you write the important features. You are going to elaborate it with the data given in the graph. Correct? Now, remember, guys, you are not going to include any opinion here since it is your report writing. Clear? Moving on to task 2. Task 2, guys, you can see here we have again 4 paragraphs. So ideally, we write 4 paragraphs, 2 clear body paragraphs. You can also write 3 body paragraphs when you are going to write a concession paragraph. Now, what is a concession paragraph? When you come to my class, I'll tell you in detail. For the time being, you need to understand that task 2 structure has got 4 paragraphs. Okay. First is your introduction, wherein you paraphrase the question and you write one thesis statement. What is a thesis statement? Yes. What is a thesis statement? So Rohan, yes, for task 1, we write 2 body paragraphs. Okay. Total 4 paragraphs, right? One is your opening paragraph, one is your overview paragraph, and 2 body paragraphs. So total 4. Yes. So what is a thesis? Type of statement. Okay. We agree or disagree. All right, Jasmeet. No. Now again, this is another common mistake students make. Okay, they do not know what exactly is a thesis statement. Thesis statement means the main idea of your essay. Okay, if you do not include the main idea of your essay here, examiner will not be able to understand what you're going to write in the upcoming body paragraph. So it is imperative that you include the topic sentences in your thesis statement. All right. Then next is your body para 1, which is main idea is stated here. The central topic idea is always stated in the first sentence, and then you try to develop it. Okay, you need to give sufficient supporting ideas. You justify why you have written that particular topic sentence. For example, you write that internet has got many advantages, right? So for example, you've written it helps us to connect globally. So that is your topic sentence. Clearly, you have written in the first line of the first body paragraph. Now you have to provide enough supporting ideas to justify your central idea. You write examples. Now, what examples you need to write? You have to be specific, not generic. Similarly, in body paragraph 2, you again need to write one central idea and then try to elaborate it with sufficient lines, supporting lines and examples. Try to write at least one sentence to give a proper conclusion to each paragraph. Then finally, we have the conclusion. In the conclusion, we try to summarize the essay in 1 or 2 sentences. All right. So guys, remember, conclusion is something where we are not going to include any new idea. Here. All right. Can we write overview at last in task 1? Yes, Jasmeet, you can do that. Okay. So either you write it as a second paragraph. So overview paragraph, somebody is asking me, can we write it as our 4th paragraph? Yes, you can do that. You can write it as second paragraph. You can write it as your 4th paragraph. All right. But remember, there is no conclusion. Is that clear, everyone? Yes. Any question in the slide? Yes, Jasprit, what is your question? Can we write the general line task 2? Okay. So Jasprit, yes, you can write general lines. You can write hook sentences, but remember, these are not going to fetch you any extra score. Okay. It's better just stick to paraphrasing of the question and then write one clear thesis statement. That's enough. You are not going to get additional score for writing general statements. Understood? Okay. Moving on to the next slide. The next mistake that students do is lack of paragraphing. Now I have shown you what to paraphrase. Okay, so yes, paraphrasing means rewriting the question here, but in different words, probably using some synonyms or maybe some word order you show, so that your meaning is similar, but you write it in your own words. So examiners should know that you are able to use different vocabulary. Clear? If you guys want to know more about paraphrasing, you must come tomorrow at the same time here, because tomorrow I am going to take up this topic, how to learn paraphrasing. All right. Okay. Yeah, so bullet point we don't have to make just mean. So paragraphing, lack of paragraphing means students that do not know how many paragraphs they have to write. Secondly, they do not know how to organize the paragraph. Okay. We know that one of the banned descriptors says that you have to use coherence and cohesion. You have to use cohesive devices. Okay. Now these cohesive devices are your conjunctions, your reference words, transitional signals, ellipses, substitution, a lot. Okay. So if you are able to use all of them to organize your paragraph, to organize your ideas so that information flows smoothly, and the examiner is overall able to see your progression in the paragraph, you are going to score better here. Okay. Now students, they do not know how to organize a well paragraph. They do not know how to sufficiently develop it. So for that, guys, let's have a closer look at the banned descriptors that will tell you how important paragraphing is. Okay. So banned descriptors, you all should know, guys. There are 4 banned descriptors for writing. Coherence and cohesion is one of them, and that is crucial to write a good paragraph. Okay. So you can see here band 5, right? What it says: may not write in paragraphs, or paragraphs may be inadequate. That means here, one who gets band 5 is not able to write in paragraphs. Maybe you are writing the entire essay in at one go. There is no paragraphing. Even if there are paragraphing, you do not know how many lines you need to leave, whether you have to indent or not. Clear? Or maybe you are not able to sufficiently write one paragraph. Okay. Band 6, it says uses paragraphing but not always logically. Clear? So what do you see here? You are using paragraph. Fine. but you are not able to organize your ideas and information. You are not able to use the devices, connectors, for example, moreover, additionally, right? Besides, there are some of the connectors you have to use to link your ideas. Fine. Band 7 says that you are able to present a central topic sentence within each paragraph. So this is crucial, guys. If you want to score band 7 and above, definitely you need to include one main idea, one central topic within each paragraph. And then you have to justify it. You have to present your ideas, give your example, clear? And take help of the cohesive devices, clear? Now, guys, students, they mostly know only connectors. Now, connectors are not only the devices. You also need to learn about the reference words. You need to know substitution. You know substitution, you have to use ellipses. So, guys, when you come to the class, we teach you everything in detail. What are these devices? Fine. Then finally, you can see for band 8, you are using paragraphing sufficiently and appropriately. That means here, you are not only including the central idea within your paragraph, but you are able to develop your ideas. You are able to provide enough justification. You are able to give your specific examples and you give a proper conclusion to your paragraph. So that will help you to crack the band 8. Clear? Reference words are your pronouns. Okay. So maybe, yes, cohesive devices, I have already told you, these are not only conjunctions, the connectors that you all use, right? Apart from that, you need to learn the reference words, the pronouns, how to use it correctly, substitutions, ellipses. These are some of the other cohesive devices. Clear? So all in all, you can write 4 paragraphs, depends. Okay, 4 paragraphs, 2 body paragraphs. You can also write 3 body paragraphs when it comes to writing a concession paragraph, right? Now, concession paragraph, when we write, I'll tell you in the class, okay, in detail. And when you write the paragraphs, guys, remember, after finishing your 1 paragraph, you need to leave at least 1 line and then write another paragraph, okay? That you have to follow, because then only examiner would come to know that you have used paragraphing. Some students, what they do, they will indent. Indent means leaving initial 2-3 space, okay? You are giving certain blanks here and then you're writing, okay? So these days, guys, it's very common not to use it. You just leave 1 line after each paragraph. Clear? Yes. Yes, in CBT also, Muskan. Yes, so just make those connectors are like once, okay? Once, does, not, okay? Clear? So try not to make these mistakes, guys. You need to write at least 4 paragraphs for your essay. And important is to organize your paragraph, because your central ideas lies therein. Okay. Most of your score would come from these sections, your paragraphing. If your paragraphs are not developed, you will get poor score. Thesis sentence means you have to write the main idea of the paragraph. Yes, Vignesh. Right? All right. So next important mistake students do. You can see here somebody asked me just now about using bullet points. Ma'am, I am not able to use bullet points. Why do you have to use? This is the mistake you do. Okay. You are not, IELTS is never asking you to use bullet points here. Okay, that means you shouldn't use bullet points. See, for example, you write in this way. There are several reasons why museums connect the present to the past. So this is your topic sentence. Okay, the central idea. Now, this central idea has to be elaborated further. So how do you write? For example, you write bullet points. To begin with, firstly, museums are the only place where antique and historical articles are preserved. Second bullet point, visiting museums not only makes us aware, but also educates us about the past, right? Now, this is incorrect. You shouldn't use bullet points. Yes, you need to write in a paragraph, in the general way that you write. You should avoid giving bullet points. This will not fetch you score, rather you will lose your score here. So avoid this mistake. Yes. So connectors are conjunctions. Yes. Okay. We use them to join our ideas, to join the information, so that paragraphing is sufficiently developed. It is logical. The main idea is to be logical and present one coherent paragraph. All right. So moving on to the next mistake, which is supporting answers with surveys and research. Clear? Now, this is the common mistake students do, right? What they do, they are always presenting examples which are not real life based. Now, remember, guys, you need to support your answers with not surveys and research, but what you have to do, you will have to present real life examples. So those who are actually writing examples based on some surveys and research, you are incorrect. Now, surveys and research will definitely have some sort of data, statistics, or facts, which IELTS doesn't entertain. Okay. For example, you can see here, in a recent article published by ABC University, 70% of the students have found addicted to smartphones. So you have presented here one example, but this example is not specific. It is a generic example, and IELTS never entertains statistics. You are not going to get scores for this, remember, right? Now, why I told you that this is a generic example, because this is a memorized line in a recent article published by so-and-so university. So this particular line you can use for presenting your examples in any of the essays. So that's why it is considered generic, okay? A memorized line. An exam is not going to entertain that. It will not match with your natural examples, right? So you need to present real life examples rather than giving some data. No statistics, no facts should be presented. When you give your examples, make sure that you give real life examples. Now, when I say real life examples, students also understand that we need to present our own experience example, right? Experiences are, yes, definitely should be real, but it should be in general, in related to the world, okay? Specifically related to the world in the situations where you live, rather than telling that my cousin did so and so, my relative did so and so. You need to try to avoid these examples, which are based specific but related to the world in general, to the people in general living in this world. Okay. For example, you can see one example I have for you here. Right. For instance, today's teens face intense levels of pressure. They use smartphones for a variety of reasons, academic being one of them. Moreover, the COVID-19 pandemic made smartphones the most effective tool for education. So this is how you present your example. This is your real life example, rather than talking that one of my cousin, he is addicted to smartphone. He is all the time using smartphones. He is doing his homework. He is using it to connect with your friends. This is your very personal experience, which is not required. Personal experience related to the world in general. Okay. So you can see here how today's teens face intense levels of pressure. They use smartphones for a variety of reasons, and academic being one of them. So you have already mentioned here that these days students are using smartphones. They are attending, during pandemic, they have been attending classes online. So this example is presented well here. COVID-19, during COVID-19, what happened? Smartphones were the most effective tool for education. So instead of presenting your statistics and facts next time when you write your essays, make sure you present specific examples. Clear? No, we do not write survey in example. No research, no survey. Just it. Yes, that's correct, Vedanshi. Yes, you can present that example in pandemic online classes of IELTS, right? So we started classes online. Yes, you can mention that. So that is your example, not related to one person, but in general related to the real life example. Okay. Clear? Is that clear, everybody? Is that clear, Jasmeet? All right. So if you observe that you all are making any of these mistakes in your writing patterns, there is room for improvement. Okay. Just begin your improvement phase today, right away, guys. How? By enrolling to one of my premium batches. Okay, guys. So I'm going to start writing module batch on 18th May. So what you get in this batch, guys? So this is going to be 9 hours of live classes here. Okay. Sorry, it's not 9. It's going to be 7 hours. Okay. It's 7 hours of classes. You are going to have compact batch size here. Speaking slots you will get, and that too 8 speaking club slots. All right. And your writing should be evaluated by the experts here, our educators. We evaluate your essays based on 4 parameters. You will be getting mock tests and also the recordings of all the classes. So what you have to do, you just have to use the promo code, which is RLI20. Okay. You need to use this code RLI20 in order to get 20% discount. So the original price is 548. If you use my code, you will get it at 438. Okay, rupees 438. Isn't that unbelievable price? Yeah, so you can see here, guys, this is 1 week batch. I repeat once again, this is your 1 week batch, guys, writing exclusive batch, starting at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. This is 1.5 hour class. It will start on 18th May, Wednesday, and you can join this batch at rupees 438, provided you use my code. All right, guys. So you need to understand, guys, it's really important that your writing should be evaluated by someone who can actually tell you your recurring mistakes. Okay. If you keep on writing, let's say 2-3 essays every day, but you are not able to identify your own mistakes, then it's useless. It's useless to write. Okay. So you need an expert, someone who can actually help you identify your mistakes, rectify your mistakes so that your scores improve. Clear? So for that, it's really important. You come to my batch, you learn all the strategies, you take the mock test here. We offer you that as well. Fine. So when we evaluate your writing, you understand where you make mistakes, and eventually your mistakes are eliminated. All right, guys. Apart from that, we have some other batches, guys. You can view here. You can visit our website, LeapScholar website, and you can visit and you can have a look at these other batches. So you can see here, if you're looking for reading batch, you can join Veronica ma'am's batch. Again, in the morning, 8 a.m. to 9:30. We have another batch coming up by Neha ma'am, speaking and listening. Again, by Swati ma'am, speaking and listening. Diksha ma'am by writing batch. Also, we have 4-week batch. Okay, if somebody is looking for 4-week course, then you can join Ekta ma'am's batch, and this is going to be at rupees 999. But again, guys, if you use my code RLI20, you will get 20% off here as well. All right. So please tap on the link, guys. Go to the website, go to this link and register yourself quickly because the batch size is going to be small. We are not going to enroll a lot of students here. So first come, first go, guys. Please. Yes, I'm looking forward. I'm going to give you a minute, guys. You all can go and join the batch and come here after a minute. How many of you are joining the batch? Come on, let me know that. Okay, Vedanshi, you already did that. Great. What about others? Yes. How many of you are joining the batch? Virendra has joined. Good. Varun, great. Yes. Quick, guys, you have to join it immediately because the batch is going to be filled soon. This is valid for today. No, I have my speaking batch at the time. If I join any other writing batch, then the same content without. The content is similar, okay, premium similar, but this is different from the IELTS 10. Okay, Satya? This is different from the IELTS 10. This is exclusively new course for you. There is no similarity. Okay, even if you have the same timing, you can watch the recordings later on. Yes. All right. So those who are beginners here, please let me know in the chat. How many of you are beginners here? Those who are beginners here. Okay, Varun. All right, who else? Now, those who are beginners here, Yatin, what you need to do, you will have to download this app. Okay, so this is the first step towards your IELTS preparation. Okay, the name of this app is IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. This is the app you can download from the Play Store and start your speaking today. Okay, from today, you need to start your speaking. This is the place, this is the platform where we provide you free speaking. You will find partners from across the country wherein you can practice any given topic. Okay. Also, you can start your own rooms here. You can join other students' room to practice. We have one special feature here where you can host your own session. You can do that as well. All right. So I can see a lot of students here, beginners, not available. So for iOS, I'm sorry, it's not available at the moment. Those who are Android users, you should definitely download this app. And once you have downloaded, you need to enter the IELTS Prep by LeapScholar app, click on Speak, which is this button you will find in the bottom bar. You can join the speaking rooms here Any speaking room you find live at the moment, you can do that. Also, you can host your own session. Okay. From time to time, you will find the educators. Also, they come with interesting lessons. We have speaking moderators. They conduct sessions every day. We have super hosts here. So guys, you can definitely practice here any time of the day. It's flexible 24/7. Whenever you find some time from your office work, from your college, from your any other work you are doing, if you are free, anytime you can join and participate here, start practicing. Okay. All right. Yes, you can click on this link. Shomya has shared in the chat, guys. You can do that and start practicing. Okay, Suman? Yes. Moreover, you are going to get grammar and vocabulary classes here. These are all free. You will find the recordings also. Clear? For that, you just have to subscribe to our channel. Right? Yes, Akshay, you will get the recorded classes. Definitely, you will get it. Everybody will get that. For that, you just need to subscribe to our channel. IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. So all of you, please go and subscribe to our channel. Not only you will find recordings on all the 4 modules, we also bring grammar lessons. We can bring vocabulary classes for you as well. Clear? So all you have to do is just tap on the link here, join the speaking room, subscribe to our channel, and you're good to go. Yes? So first step towards preparation is here at this platform, IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. All right, guys? So let's get back to the next mistake that students often do in their writing module. This is using contractions, abbreviations, signs, and idioms. Now, are these your formal language? Can anyone tell me? Yes? Is it formal language? Suman, we give you Telegram link when you join our batch. Okay? Yes, the name of the YouTube channel is IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. Yes, Suman. When you come to the batch, we provide you Telegram link. Okay, you can also talk to your educator. You can clear all your doubts. Vedanshi, what is your doubt? You can write in the chat. Okay, so these are not your formal words, right? So using contractions, abbreviations, signs, and idioms, these are all your informal language, which you need to eliminate from your writings. Okay, you shouldn't use. Students, they often write, for example, don't. Okay, don't. This is not allowed in your formal writing. Essays are your formal writing, especially academic writing, task 1, task 2, both are formal, right? So you need to use do not instead of shortened form. Clear? Shouldn't, should not, wouldn't, would not. You shouldn't contract them. Okay? Abbreviations like, for example, IMF. Right. So International Monetary Fund. You shouldn't use abbreviation. BBC. Use the full form, not the short form. You are not supposed to write any symbol signs. Okay. For example, and. This is not allowed. Instead of this, you should write A and D. Clear? Besides, IELTS, especially your academic writings, do not entertain idioms here. Idioms are allowed only for general candidate students when they get an informal letter. Okay. If you get to write an informal letter, there you have the liberty to use contractions, abbreviations, signs, symbols, and idioms. You can use there. Apart from that, even the general training candidates, you cannot use these informal languages in your formal letters in your task 2, which is common. Okay. Can anyone tell me one idiom here? What is an idiom? Contractions just means it means the shortened forms. Okay, you can see here I have written, instead of writing this don't, you need to write do not. All right. So do not use this word don't, shouldn't, couldn't. You need to write the full form. All right. So not my cup of tea. Great. Once in a blue moon, break a leg. Correct. As clever as fox. Not a bed of roses. Correct. Piece of cake. Yes. Good. So all of you are correct here. You shouldn't use idioms. Idioms, they do not give you literal meaning. They have some figurative meaning. For example, if I say cats and dogs, right? Now the literal meaning would be that cats and dogs are falling. Clear? It's raining cats and dogs. We say that, isn't it? That means it's raining heavily. So you shouldn't use that in the literal sense. It means it has got a figurative meaning. That means it's raining heavily. It's pouring. Clearly. Similarly, at the drop of a hat. Okay. This means quickly. Okay, this idiom means quickly. So all these informal words are not allowed in your academic writing. Clear? Yeah, sit on the fence, correct, Shilpa? Carry on the cake, you're not my child. Yeah. All right, so at the drop of a hat, and apart from this, again, we have one more thing, phrasal verbs. You shouldn't use phrasal verbs in your academic writing. Remember this as well, phrasal verbs. Can you give me one example for phrasal verbs? For example, put off. Okay, put off means to postpone things or to delay something, right? Turn on, turn off. Clear? Look after. So these are your phrasal verbs. So make sure, guys, you do not make these mistakes when you write your academic writing, and even the general training candidates, when you write your formal letters, you should avoid contractions. You shouldn't use abbreviations, signs, idioms, or even phrasal words. These are not allowed. Okay. Good. Right. Now the next common mistake is your grammar, especially lack of complex sentences. Maybe we know how to write one correct sentence. Maybe we know how to write one simple and compound structure. But when it comes to writing a complex sentence, we are often puzzled. We make a lot of mistakes, especially we make run-on sentences. Okay. What do you mean by run-on sentences? When you are not able to join two clauses properly. One is your main and the other is your dependent clause. Okay. So in order to write one complex sentence, you need to have a good understanding of clause. Okay. You should know clauses. Clear? If you are aware of clauses, you can definitely write complex sentences. Now, this is the demand of one of the band descriptors. So we know that writing has 4 band descriptors. Out of them, one is your grammatical range and accuracy. All right. Yeah. So remember this, guys. This is one of the band descriptors. Grammatical range and accuracy. Yes. Now you can see this band descriptors I have for you here. Now band 5 says that limited range of complex sentence structure, frequent grammatical and punctuational errors, lacks readability factor. So if you make these mistakes, you are going to get a band 5. And most importantly, check here, it says limited range of complex sentences. Maybe you are using more simple sentences in band 5. You are not using complex structures. So band 5. Again, poor punctuational errors you make all the time. You are not able to structure your sentences well. There are occasional mistakes here, and frequently grammatical mistakes like preposition or maybe subject of agreement. These are the common mistakes which students do. Okay, so you need to overcome this. Band 6 says that usage of both simple and complex sentence structure was found. So here, no doubt, you are using simple and complex sentences, but then again, there are grammatical mistakes. You make punctuational errors. So this will cost you. Okay, you will not be able to score above band 6 here in this section, because each of the band descriptors accounts for 25% of the total weightage. Remember that. Clear? So if you are not able to communicate your thought, your message across your readers through correct sentences, you will not achieve more than a band 6. Clear? Band 7 says that good usage of complex sentence structures. Good usage. Band 6 says you are using, but then band says the difference is good usage. Yes. So what are the complex structures? Do you know that? Can anyone write one complex sentence here in the chat? Okay, Akshay has asked me. Definitely, I'll give you, Akshay, one example here. Okay, so let me write one and then you are supposed to write one example. Okay. For example, although he is not well, comma, he went to office. Okay. So this is one complex structure wherein you have used one subordinating conjunction. Here, as you can see here, although is a subordinating conjunction, right? Now this is your dependent clause, although he is not well. So when you start your sentence with a dependent clause, you are supposed to place a comma before the main clause starts. Clear? So a complex structure has got 2 clauses. One is your main clause, one is dependent clause. So if you are able to correctly join these two clauses along with the correct punctuation mark, you will write one good complex sentence. Clear? Can you write some sentences here? You cannot see what I have written, Vedanshi? Are you guys not able to see what I have written here? Please let me know. Although he is not well, he went to office. Can you see this guy? Okay, you can see now, Vedanshi. All right, great. Yes. You can use that as well. Not only, but also it is a correlative conjunction, Jasprit. You can use that. Definitely, nobody should make spelling mistakes, Arun. Yeah. So there are a lot of mistakes, guys. Yeah. Lot of common mistakes students make. But here I have come up with 6 common mistakes that students do. Clear? And you should avoid them in order to score good. Okay. Even though he is late, he brought the cake we ordered. Good. Correct, Kaushika? Despite scoring highest in class, he is still not happy. Okay. Highest is your superlative degree, Kapil. So before the superlative degree, you must use one article. The is required here. So this is again another common mistake students do. All right. So lack of complex sentences, along with that, common mistakes that students do here are related to run-on sentences, improper preposition usage, then subject verb agreement errors, tenses. Yes, that's a common thing. Tenses. Students make mistakes while writing tenses. Clear? So you all need to overcome these mistakes. So the only advice that I can give you all here is to enroll in one of our writing batches, guys. Join my batch. Here we also provide you free grammar classes. Okay, you get 10 free grammar classes. If you join my batch, guys, you are going to get grammar classes, and you can overcome all these mistakes because we provide lessons on all these common topics. Here. Now Anjan, you have written all those. She is sick. She go. See, this is subject verb agreement problem you have done. She goes, she goes. You need to check your subject and your verb. Subject is singular here. So how come you write plural verb? Go is a plural verb. Right? So you need to write singular verb here, which is goes. She goes to school. Anjan, this is the common mistake students do. All right? Yes. So this is the only piece of advice I can give you guys. Just step on the link and enroll yourself in one of my batches. Clear? If you want to score high in your writing, you need to do that. All right. So as I have promised, I will give you certain tips and strategies so that you can know how to score high in your IELTS writing task 2. So the first tip is to achieve your task response. Now, one of the band descriptors says that you need to have task response. You need to address to all the parts of the questions. So for that, when you get a particular question, you need to understand how many prompts are there, how many parts you need to address. You have to address all of them. If you are not able to address any of these parts, your task response would not be achieved. Okay. So you need to answer them sufficiently by developing your ideas. So task response is really important. Second is to make a proper planning. If you do not plan your essay or your task 1, you are not going to get a good score, because planning will help you to brainstorm some ideas, and then you are in a good position, in a better position to decide which one to write. Because if you do planning, guys, your picture is clearer. What are you going to include your topic sentence? What are you going to write as your example? So that all those things you need to plan beforehand, before you start writing. If you start writing in the middle of your writing, you will be stuck. You will not have ideas. You will waste your time thinking again. So it's better to have some planning beforehand. Okay. Also, make sure you spare at least 1 or 2 minutes to go through your writings once again, so that if you come across any mistakes, you can rectify them immediately. Third, write down thesis statement clearly. Now, this is the main important feature which comes in your introduction. If you are not able to write one clear thesis statement, you are going to suffer, guys. Remember, students, they write one common line, one memorized line here. They say that in this essay, I'm going to discuss so and so. Now, this is one memorized line, okay? Examiners are trained, they are smart enough, they know which sentences are copied, which are original. So if you want to score better, you need to be original rather than copying or imitating things. Clear? Then include separate paragraphs. So paragraphing, I have already told you, when you write your essay, you need to give at least 2 clear body paragraphs. Your paragraph could be up to 3. All right. Then support your arguments with reasons and examples. I have mentioned here that if you write specific examples, examiners are going to give you good score here in your body paragraph. But if you present generic examples, if you present statistics, facts, it will not help you to improve scores. And then the next one is to use formal and academic language. Now this is for both academic and general candidates here, except letter writing. Okay, so general training module will have letter writings as a task one, and that too informal letter writings you can use your abbreviations and contractions, right? Apart from that, you need to only use formal language. So if you want to know more about formal, informal words, you need to watch my lesson, which I am going to bring not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow I am going to teach you how to learn paraphrasing for writing. Next is to avoid repetition of key phrases. Now, when you proofread, guys, you will come to see that some of the connectors you have repeated. Maybe you repeated certain words. So try to replace them with synonyms. Okay. Do not write the same word or the similar word. It will not fetch you good score under lexical resource. Then linking words, which is really important to organize your paragraph. So some connectors you can see here, despite, nevertheless, moreover, these are your connectors. But do not limit yourself only to linking words. As I have told you, there are other cohesive devices. You need to learn them as well. Cohesive devices like substitution, reference words, transition signals. You have to learn all of them. For that, you need to come to my class, okay? Then finally, your complex and more complex sentences, okay? Do not use only simple and compound. Use a variety of complex sentences. For example, relative clause, time clause, passive structures you can use to show a wide variety of structure. You can use plus sentences, clear? And finally, when you summarize your essay in the conclusion, at least 1 or 2 sentences you can write here. Make sure that no new idea is introduced in the conclusion. So this is how you can score high in IELTS. You just need to take care of all these important points that I have shared with you right now. And if you want to know more, guys, then definitely you'll have to come to my batch, okay? This is a homework for you guys. Complete the following statement. You can take a screenshot of this. Do this as homework. We are going to discuss tomorrow, okay? These topics I have picked up from the essays, common topics you get about obesity in the IELTS exam, okay? Then topics on adults, on their busy lifestyle, okay? Maybe jobs, then about school uniforms, then driving. They're the common topics you get in your IELTS writing. So I have written here one statement which is incomplete. You have to complete it. Make sure when you complete this statement, you need to provide one reason, okay? This is going to be the central idea of your paragraph. So when you write this sentence, when you complete this statement, please provide one reason here. And I'm going to discuss this with you tomorrow, okay? At the same time, 11:30, we are going to have another session wherein you are going to learn about paraphrasing, clear? So guys, before I leave, once again, let me remind you about my premium batch. It's going to start 18th May, on 18th May, right? 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is your 1 week batch, guys. Please remember, if you use my promo code RLI20, you don't have to pay 5 for it. You will have to pay only 438. Clear? So whatever mistakes we have discussed in the class, you can definitely avoid them. And the first step to avoid this mistake is to enroll in my batch. Yes? Yes? So immediately go and register yourself in this batch. How to check the recording module? Subscribe to our channel, Jaspreet. Yes, you all need to subscribe to our channel, guys, if you want to see this recorded session. And if you don't want to miss other upcoming classes, we share a lot of information on YouTube every day. So for that, you have to subscribe to our channel, okay? If you found this class interesting, if you have learned something today, please leave your comment. That will definitely motivate us. Yes, our YouTube channel, IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. Also, those who are beginners here, I have told you, this is the first step, guys. You need to download this speaking app from the Play Store and start your free practice immediately. This will not cost you a penny, single penny. This is absolutely free, right? So please avail this service. This is for you. Yes, download the newcomers. You can download it. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining in today. Don't forget to come tomorrow at the same time. Yes, Saroj, thank you so much for loving this platform. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.